too long we have turned our hearts from the path our fathers laid. I have watched you train. I have witnessed your prowess, your victory. Now it is your duty, your honor, to serve the Empire.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Wipe the sleep from your eyes. Wait and remember the call of our fathers. You will be challenged. You will know pain, but you will not bend or break. Fight with passion and earn your place in the halls of Stovacor. By the blood of Kalis, it will be glorious!
Hello, humans and non-humans alike, and Good River replies to you. Today we are back on Star Trek Online KDF Let's Play, where we are now doing Butterfly. Oh god, this is a reference to the butterfly effect, isn't it? Yeah, it probably is. Alright then, let's just do this mission. And make sure it's the active mission instead of the Endeavor. And let me see what I can actually choose from. Okay. Okay, what did I get anyway from that last thing? I think it was a bunch of unstable warp bubble. Okay, I don't. Anyway, let's toggle protected status. Yeah, I didn't know if I had a good, oh shit, I did have one. Well, that was pointless then. Preserver resonant technology thing. Plus 20 transphasic projectile damage. And which one of these? Tricobalt. And, is that a set? Yeah, damn it, yeah it is. Alright then, and yeah, this is my transphasic torpedo. Okay. Okay, when firing any weapons, 2.5% chance, bunch of shield regeneration. And damn. Okay then. Alright, let's get going with this then. And I accidentally got something I already had. That sucks, kind of. Pilot, yeah, no. Alright then. Let's begin Butterfly. Loading screen, doing whatever a loading screen does. Spins a line, look out, here comes loading screen. Oh, okay, I guess they got the weapon operational. It's flying around in space.
Welcome! We have been working with the Krenim to build both this facility and a weapon similar to the one developed by Anorax in the 22nd century. Captain Nog is running point for the Alliance, but teams from all across the Alpha and Beta quadrants are involved with the research.
Hey, wait.
But there's a lot to do yet.
What about the Delta Quadrant? Has the Delta Quadrant just been sitting in their galaxy, side of the galaxy going, oh, well, it's time to watch the other quadrants burn? I mean, seriously? Didn't we have a whole Delta Alliance going? Why aren't they helping? The Iconians will come for them, too. I can't believe this shit. What the fuck? After this, we're gonna go burn down the Delta, the Delta system. They're gonna pay for not helping.
Captain Nog might be able to explain more. He's waiting for you.
Wait, where have I seen you before?
It's good to see you too. For a few weeks, I was helping the Alliance research new ways to deactivate Iconian gateways. We were making progress, but it wasn't fast enough to stop the advance of the Heralds. After Captain Nog made contact with the Krenim, I asked to transfer here. Now I'm working with interdimensional resonance harmonics to help recreate Anorax's work.
Oh, right, she was at the gateway opening.
Yes, I have. I guess the Solanae aren't visiting me at night anymore. Or maybe it's the 14-hour days trying to wrap my brain around complex temporal equations that are wearing me out. Either way, my sleep is greatly improved. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, let's hope this doesn't end up like the fucking gateway opening, please. Pretty please with sugar on the top.
Welcome. We have been... Captain Nog might be able to...
Oh, no reaction to that? Really? Alright then. Either way. Hey Nog, how you doing? And damn. Remind me to burn down the Delta Quadrant after this.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. Time isn't something you mess around with, so we have been conducting simulations here of possible incursions, as well as developing new ways to protect and store data on various timelines.
Alright, yeah, how is this different from going back in time exactly? That is something I haven't figured out.
When we talk about time alteration, we're specifically referring to the Krenim weapon's ability to remove something from time. Anything, from a single molecule to an entire civilization. It's as if the target of the weapon never existed at all.
That sounds very bad.
Correct. The changes ripple out from the incursion point and result in a new reality where the target no longer exists. This does mean that the ship must be able to fire on a target. The details are a bit more complex, of course, but that's the main difference from conventional time travel.
And nobody has a problem with this?
Temporal agents from all three factions are watching everything we do carefully. That's one of the reasons we're running holodeck simulations first. Between you and me, I'm glad they're here. The Krenim are a little too eager to use the weapon. Time manipulation is a very delicate operation under the best of circumstances. We can't just start shooting things out of existence and hoping it all works out for the best.
Considering the possible repercussions of this, I think I'm going for Iconians taking over everything rather than firing this weapon.
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon in Anorax's records, but we have not attempted to use it yet. That was the first simulation we tried. The results were fairly catastrophic.
Without the Iconians, the Klingons and the Starfleet were still been at war and everything. It's just bad.
Without the Iconians, the first development of warp technology by other cultures in the Alpha Quadrant is severely delayed by about 50,000 years. Removing the Iconians would change everything we know.
Yeah, it seems inevitable, but it wouldn't be the same outcome. It definitely would not be the same outcome.
Let me put it this way. In one version, the Day Ones eventually rise to power and conquer most of the Beta Quadrant. They are forced back by the Vulcans, who never embrace logic, and later enslave much of what is now Federation and Klingon space.
See?
I'm not done yet. The Herc never developed warp technology at all, so they never invade Kronos and unite the Klingons as a warrior culture. When the Vulcan Star Empire finds the Klingons in the 22nd century, they were mostly farmers who had made some advances in epic poetry. By the present day in this simulation, the Vulcan Star Empire is locked in a to-the-death struggle with the Dominion.
Oh, I like these simulations. We should keep these going. I say just run simulations just to see what weird shit happens to time. Ah!
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances.
Okay.
We've managed to make a prototype of the Krenim weapon. Oh, that the Iconians can't time travel because it unravels their minds. She was being dramatic, but she was essentially correct. When most humanoids time travel, they retain the memories of their timeline of origin. So you realize when things have changed. Iconians are at least partially energy beings. You saw that when Matara was able to use her own power to open gateways. And their brain structure is very different from other humanoids. As far as we understand, if an Iconian traveled back in time, their mind and memories would reshape to fit that time. So they would retain no memories of the present. They don't use time travel because it would literally be taking a step backwards.
Alright, so can't we just send them back in time to a point where they like us?
I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances. We've managed. Once we make an incursion, anything not protected by a temporal shield will conform to the new timeline. That includes all of us once this mission is over. We won't remember the Iconians, the war, or anything that changes in the new timeline. Clouda has been leading the work to create a shielded computer core to hold all the data we currently have. A time capsule, I guess you'd call it. Correct. This isn't the sort of sacrifice we'd expect any personnel involved in the incursion to make. So we've built a computer to retain the information for us. We'll know what happened before, even though it essentially will have happened to someone else. I wish I was seeing you under better circumstances.
Alright, then.
We've tried a different number of scenarios, but only in the holodeck. Direct action against the Iconians is proving to be problematic, because so much time has passed since they were first a great power. Incursions that far back in time must be carefully planned, or the fallout of even minor changes can ripple across reality. We have, however, seen some promise in trying to delay their arrival.
Can't we just delete them after like their existence after a specific point in time? Like, delete them just before they blow up the preservers. That wouldn't alter the timeline as much, right?
Actually, it would be closer to a 700-year delay if our calculations are correct. The Iconians have had 200,000 years to build their fleets, but we're catching up to them. We've already seen what the 29th century technology can do. Imagine what we'll have in the 32nd century.
So yeah, we'd be on more equal footing, I guess.
Exactly. The other potential solution is to cut into their current power base. What if the Iconians never allied with the Alachi or the Solanae? We wouldn't be facing the trouble we do now. The three most promising incursions each follow one of these tactics. My teams have been running simulations and refining their targets, but I'd like you to assist them using a special quantum recursive algorithm. Our simulators can run the outcome of a possible incursion on the holodeck. Interacting with that simulation will give us more data than just crunching the numbers. We need to really interact with it to see what reality would look like, and for that, I need someone like you with field experience.
Yeah, I'm not sure about changing time because, I mean, the Iconians have done a hell of a lot of shit behind the scenes.
Hello. Please allow me to explain what we're doing here. We've determined that if we remove a specific series of stars from the Beta Quadrant in the distant past, a rogue planet will enter the Iconia system and cause massive geological damage at about the same time the planet was bombarded by the Iconians' enemies. The technological buildup, maybe the survivors of a natural disaster, if there are any, won't be so vengeful, and none of the stars we will remove have planets with the possibility of developing life. The overall effect on the galaxy is minimal. It's a painful path. The number of stars we will have to remove is a concern, which is why we're trying this in a simulation first. But as Captain Nog said, it's the best option we have available to us. The holodeck's algorithms have been updated to change and adapt to the data created by the... Once we run the program, you'll be able to interact with our best approximation of the new timeline.
Fucking Star Trek
Interaction with the holodeck components will allow the program to generate a more in-depth solution and give us a better idea of what to expect. We have set this simulation on a Federation starship patrolling the Sol system.
I don't like time travel. Let's just run the damn. Hey, temporal agents.
Hello. Under ordinary circumstances, perhaps. It's only because the Iconian situation is so desperate. Hello.
Anything involving temporal mechanics, again, it is complicated. Suffice it to say that at this moment in time, our governments have all agreed that our... Hello. Well, where do I start? I'm 157 years old. That's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion in the Typhon Expanse, serving as an ensign under Captain Morgan Bateson on the USS Bozeman. Much of the crew of the Hello.
Okay, it seems like some of his dialogue might be missing or something. So, let's begin. Run program alpha, because again... The fuck? Is that is that... What the fuck's going on?
Captain, you're alive! We repelled the intruders on the bridge, but the ship has taken heavy damage. Sir, I'm not sure this is the time. So many people are hurt, and most of the systems are offline. The life support is on backup. The Dominion stopped firing at us when we lost weapons. Now they're focusing on Earth's defense grid, but it's only a matter of time before they return to finish...
Yay, we're being invaded by the Dominion! That's fucking great.
Sir, I tried to fight them off, but the boarding parties...
Okay. What the fuck happened? How exactly?
We can't stop them. Maybe if we hadn't been at war with the Rock...
Oh, shit. Well, I guess moving stars wasn't a good idea, huh?
Never expected they would get so far into our defenses.
Incoming hail!
Is it even someone I know? But this could be funny. Wait, let me answer this. Shit.
USS Ajax.
Nah, I don't know.
Sensors show your ship is completely defenseless, and I would prefer not to delay our arrival in...
Oh, never surrender. Let's blow up. Let's get blown up. Get data from simulation console. Where is it? No. Oh, I can't activate it when I'm in the chair? That is a major oversight. Alright, let's see it. Betazoids. 3 billion. 9.5. Oh shit, Vulcan. Their planet's uninhabited. Alright, we haven't seen the bulk for any few days. Let's discuss the process. Vulcan is lost, Andorra is in flames, Romulus celebrate. Great, so at any point removing the Iconians is just a horrible idea. They're literally necessary to our current timeline. That's hilarious! Yeah, what did you think of that? So, oh, your name's Sophin?
Sorry,
Right.
we were watching from the control room, and that could have gone better. Even with all that, the simulation data on whether the Iconians were entirely eliminated from that time. From what we can piece together, the Klingon Empire was never unified by its conflicts against outsiders, and the great houses turned on one another instead. The Romulans took the chaos as an opportunity to attack. The Federation stepped in to help the Klingons, and the war between the three factions basically ripped the quadrant apart. The Dominion then conquered all three weakened powers.
Yeah, it's definitely not our solution.
Agreed. My team will continue working on other possible incursion scenarios.
Yeah, I have a feeling none of these incursion scenarios are gonna be what we want.
Another one of you Voyagers? I don't know how you can help, but very well. My team is working on scenarios that reduce the Iconian power base. We're attempting to do so by fixing a mistake that Janeway allowed to happen decades ago. We're going to stop the Vaadwaur from being rediscovered. We plan to do this by preventing Voyager from ever coming into contact with underspace. This will prevent them from finding Vaadwaur Prime, and 7 of 9 will never wake the Vaadwaur.
Well, I have a feeling this is going to be about as disastrous as the last scenario you put me through.
No, but you're all the same. You come to our quadrant, meddle in affairs that don't concern you and that you don't understand, and leave chaos in your wake. Now you want us to help you alter time. Tell me, Does that sound like something someone like you should be doing?
It's not something anyone should be doing.
None of us are going to survive if we don't try to repair the damage you've already done. The goal is to cause a solar flare that will force Voyager to divert from the course it was on when it stumbled into underspace. If it safely passes without entering underspace, it can continue on its trip home and bypass the Vaadwaur entirely. The simulation is set for the USS Voyager, which is fitting since they caused the problem in the first place. Our projections show that even if the Vaadwaur never return, your people will...
I'll run the program, but I can tell you this isn't gonna end well. Wait, I just spoke with you.
Don't
Oh,
mind
no,
me.
you're someone else.
I think he partially blames people from your quadrant for some of the Krennin's troubles. After all, if Voyager hadn't restored the Vaadwaur, they would have never been in a position to ally with the Iconians. But there is no reason to dwell on past hurts. We're
Thanks
trying
for
to
your
fix what we
honesty,
can,
lady, I
and then learn to
think.
accept. It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak highly of you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever encountered your species before.
My name is Claudia, and I am a Tutarian. We're from a region of the Delta Quadrant Voyager never visited, so we haven't had much contact with species from the Alpha and Beta Quadrants until now. However, my world has had close ties with the Krenim for several years. Now that they are actively pursuing temporal technology, I chose to join them and lend whatever assistance I can. I miss my home, but I've made a new one here. Meeting Noi has opened me up to a world beyond my own.
Okay.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Both Captain Nog and Seven speak up. Don't mind Noi. I think he partially blames people. It is a pleasure to... I was on Kiana Prime with Noi when we received word of the Vaadwaur attacks. We had only hours to get the temporal equipment running and remove the population from the time stream. Since then, the focus of my work has been developing more stable data storage. We can see into other timelines, but we need a way to... It is a pleasure to meet you.
Alright then. Let's get this started. Let me see how disastrous this is gonna end up. I assume the Delta Quadrant will be in flames after this one? Benton... Oh, Ambassador. Oh, Jiro, great.
This is an absolute disaster. I had thought that Admiral Tuvok was being pessimistic about the chance for success here. But no, it's not. The hierarchy started setting these people against one another before Admiral Tuvok and his team could start to pull them together. The very fact eventually, between Vulcan logic, Klingon tenacity, and Romulan pragmatism, will convince everyone here.
Without the Vaadwaur being present, they don't have a realistic opportunity. They don't have a realistic representation of a threat against all of them, so the hierarchy, being intelligence experts, are able to set them against each other and make an alliance almost possible. In other words, this is never going to end well.
We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat other races with respect, but this is really too much. The Malon are using our system as a dump, and their trash isn't our problem.
See?
I should be shouting. I'm upset. The Malon are trying to force us off our beautiful new planet so they can turn it into something top. We've always tried to be good neighbors and treat... The Malon claim the hierarchy are harassing them, but they're targeting our ships too. So I don't know what to believe. But there are rumors, traitor talk. You know how... We've always tried to be good neighbors. The Malon might not be the biggest threat, but they are the most immediate. Wait until they start dumping their...
Yeah, as I said, this is never going to end well.
Are you here to preach about responsible waste management too? You can save it. How dare you dictate how we should behave? The disposal of hazardous waste is a noble sacrifice my people... Are you here to preach about I don't want to talk about the hierarchy. They're nothing but trouble. That's part of the reason we're looking for new dumping grounds. Are you here to preach about responsible
The hierarchy... Apparently the Iconian just made an allegiance with the hierarchy.
I have a commitment to my people
and the hierarchy a lot more effective at subtlety than the Vaadwaur. So,
we don't
yeah.
need outsiders telling us what to do. If the Talax...
So basically, everyone's screwed.
The Malon have resisted attempts to accept less hazardous waste management practices and continue dumping waste throughout the quadrant. The most at-risk populations are the diplomatic relations between the Malon and Talaxians are rapidly deteriorating. The Benthans could possibly pressure the Malon to...
Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The Hazari are stepping up their smuggling operations, and the hierarchy's new drive for We have enough to do at the moment without getting into a dispute that doesn't concern us. The hierarchy is harassing our supply lines, and I'm convinced they're behind the losses we've taken over the past 3 months. We're having to Yes, what is your question? I am rather busy. The hierarchy's surveillance measures are the best in the quadrant, and that's left us more exposed than I would like. We're losing ships. Yes, what is your... Good luck with that. The Hazari...
Yeah, I have a feeling the Delta Quadrant will fall first.
What do you want?
The solutions.
Did the Benthans make you one of their little deputies? Or was it the Malon? Before everyone broke ties with the hierarchy, they told us, no, we need to make a living same as the rest of you. If the Benthans would take out the hierarchy on our borders, we wouldn't be forced to move into Benthan space. What do you want? Troublemakers. They make our jobs harder and easier. They watch everyone. We used to trade for information from them, but now they won't sell. If we can capture one of their ships, it's like a treasure hoard of it. What do you want? Did the
Yeah,
Benthans
so they
make
started
you one of
infecting
their
the
little
hierarchy with
deputies?
parasites too.
Fine. Run back to the...
In other words, the hierarchy are fuck ton more dangerous than the Vaadwaur.
Unraveling this mess could take months.
Basically, this shit is so fucked up. The Vaadwaur were actually easier to deal with. And, am I stuck in the chair? Get me out of this fucking chair. Damn, it took a lot to get out of the damn chair. Alright, just access Voyager computer.
The number of planets the hierarchy have taken outright has increased 20% over the past 6 months. A push for higher profits has prompted steady growth of hierarchy territory. Reports of abductions in areas near hierarchy...
Allies in the Kiana system have been invaded by hierarchy forces taking care of a small firm community. I'll search you guys. Hierarchy working with the Alachi. Detecting both Herald and Iconian readings. Basically, the hierarchy are a fuck ton more dangerous than the Vaadwaur ever were, so you should be thanking us for waking the Vaadwaur up. Time travel sucks.
Damn, that was useless. The Iconians were so determined to have a hold here that they simply found another species to fit the bill. This scenario isn't as catastrophic as trying to remove the Iconians.
You must excuse my husband's harsh demeanor. This has been a very
Trust my wife to be the voice of reason. Perhaps I was too hard on you. I just want to be able to fix all of the...
I say all these plans are fucked.
We've been waiting for you. Our team is focusing on delaying tactics. What if Iconia had never been discovered? In 2365, Captain Donald Varley of the USS Yamato found a star chart on Denias 3 that revealed the True, but if you compare the changes in Iconian technology over the past 200,000 years with what the rest of us have done in the past 2 centuries, it's obvious that the Iconian culture has stagnated. The program is set for Romulan space. Because the Hobus supernova was caused by direct Iconian interference, we expect Romulus to be intact in this new reality. As such, the Romulan Star
that
Empire
is not
should once
good.
again be a major power in the quadrant. Your role will be... Yes, to call it a huge change would be an understatement. Please be aware that nothing will be done unless the Republic agrees this is the best possible solution. There is already a team here working on the possible restoration of Romulus, and Commander Jirak has been authorized the program.
I'll run the simulation, but I can tell you right now, the Romulan Republic is not going to agree to this. And the Iconian... Oh, God. No, this is definitely not going to work. Commander Tamir, where... yeah, they don't give me a mini-map for any of this shit. Where am I going? Gaius. Oh, that's Gaius! Hi! Oh god, use Romulan Star... Okay. This seems like a terrible idea.
Sub-Commander. I'd like to test out some new security passcodes. If you'd be so kind as to seal the doors and disable certain...
Understood, Commander. I have a feeling this is definitely a worse option than the other two. The Lauren door? Oh boy. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna go well.
Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar can't hear us now. I need to talk to you about Datan and the Separatists. They've been located. Datan has been inspired by Spock's teaching. He and many others have left the homeworld and are gathered together in a flotilla somewhere near Tal Dewa. Datan and his allies have been making overtures of peace to both the Federation and the Klingons. Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander. The Tal Shiar Datan has... Thank you for playing along, Sub-Commander.
It looks like they're missing dialogue.
If I was, I wouldn't have needed you to lock the door. I intend to put Lieutenant Salan in the brig, and then take this ship and crew to join the Separatists. I know. I have tried to work within the system, but the system is broken and corrupt. Datan and his people are building...
Oh, so the Romulan Republic might just exist anyway. And wasn't Tamir the guy who jumped in front of a bomb? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Secret conversations between the commander and one of his senior officers? Very Tamir, you are a fool, and you will be the death of everyone on this ship.
No, guys, it's with the Star Empire in this one.
My friends, it is time we forge our own destiny. A destiny free from the tyranny of the Tal Shiar. If we leave, we will have a better, brighter future than what they would allow us. I know this is a step into the unknown, but it is a step we will take together. Throw off your chains. We will join our brothers and sisters in freedom.
I don't know about this. I mean, it looks like it's going well. But at the same time, this could all backfire horribly. Especially since there's no actual unifying threat or anything.
I wanted to let you know that I am with you and Commander Tamir. Some of my family has...
Set a course for the Dua system. You're on the same world they found before. I could see why Nog was looking at this one the best. Because so far, it does seem like the best outcome. Show force, triple. This does seem like the best outcome. It looks like New Romulus would have been made anyway.
That is the most promising simulation yet. It appears there was some merit to our hypothesis that the Iconians advanced their plans due to early contact. The readings do indicate higher levels of Borg activity, but it should be an acceptable risk.
Yeah, we need to be fucking careful, lady.
The data in this simulation does show higher Borg activity than we're currently seeing, but there are no signs of Herald, Iconian, or Solanae presence at all. And while the Romulan Star Empire is restored to their former power, there is a democratic... The political calculus of the quadrant will change, but the data supports what you saw on the holodeck. No Iconians. We have solid projections. The only...
Oh god, this is probably what they're gonna pick, isn't it? I hate that time travel.
This last test has the most promising results I've seen, and saving the Romulan homeworld is an added bonus. We're not going to have a lot of shots at this. I've been looking at Anorex's work, and I think it's too easy to get into a temporal loop where you try again and again for a specific result, and time starts fighting back.
This is difficult. It would change everything for us. We'd have our home back, but the Republic, everything we've built, it would all be gone. But there's still hope. Even in this other reality, Datan has led many Romulans away from Sela and her Tal Shiar thugs.
Yeah, so even in this... so apparently Datan is just universal.
The simulation specifically mentioned Datan and a separatist movement. Commander Tamer makes the choice to join Datan, the same choice he made after the homeworld was lost. With Romulus, we could have numbers. Make the incursion. The lives we save will be worth the work we'll have to do to reform the Republic. The Tal Shiar wasn't able to stop us the first time. They won't.
Well, apparently we're doing this one. Wait, let me, I thought I skipped one. 3 vessels will be temporarily shielded to protect from changed timelines. Shields hold. Temporal shield generators can be damaged. We'll be careful. Alright then, time to go literally change history. I fucking hate time travel. Although, I have been wondering what would happen if I managed to go back in time and stop the invention of guns. I mean, honestly, they would probably be just continuously invented later and later, but if I keep going back, I could stop it altogether. History could change, for the better or the worse. Well, I know the whole British Empire would have never existed without guns. An industrial revolution might not have happened for a long time, too. And, oh, would you look at that? Yeah, that change they allegedly fixed in the last update is back. As if I believe them. Yeah, they've released a number of updates that say they fixed this problem, but the problem keeps happening! Ha, ha, ha. Connecting to shard provider, please wait. Yep, engage, 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 engage. Yeah, don't worry, it should put us right where we get into the new timeline.
Target acquired and locked. Activating weapon. Incursion complete.
It will be good to see the world of my birth again.
I'm not sure if you're gonna like it or not.
Elements? Is that Romulus? It's been completely assimilated.
Oh, shit. Well, this is a lot worse than I thought it would be.
No. We expected to see some Borg activity, but this can't be right.
Yep, the Borg. The Iconians worked with the Borg.
I agree that this is unexpected, Commander, but we knew there would be anomalies. We need more information. Let's find out where the simulation might have gone wrong.
Yes, please, please, let's not give the Borg the ability to erase things from history.
The whole system can't be assimilated, can it?
It probably is.
A lot of Borg.
You understand, right? Oh, God. How do we have this many... Well, I mean, the Tal Shiar were messing with Borg technology a lot, but still.
According to these scans, the planet has been completely assimilated. I'm not detecting any non-Borg life signs. Borg ships decloaking. Red alert!
Oh, because they...
First the Klingons, now the Borg. Does everyone steal cloaking technology from us?
Yes! Well, I mean, since they literally assimilated your entire species, I think they definitely would steal the technology, don't you? Okay, make sure they don't damage our temporal shielding, please. Wait, we stole your cloaking technology? Really? Oh, shit. Did a cube just... Yeah, a cube just decloaked right in front of me. Great. Yeah, this is definitely not good. So they assimilated enough Romulans to get cloaking technology, which probably meant that they were a fuck ton more dangerous than they were. It made it much easier to assimilate Romulus. The Time Separatist movement probably weakened Romulus defenses enough that the Borg just swooped in and grew exponentially. That's what I'd guess happened anyway.
We need more information before we can fix this. I'll keep the Krenim ship well out of Borg sensor range while you go in and find... I've modified some personal shield generators to shield you temporally as well. I'm transporting them over now. Hurry! The temporal shielding drains a lot of power. You won't have much time...
Yeah. Ready for transport. Let's do this as quickly as possible. I would not like the Borg Empire established, please.
We need more data to plot a possible solution. With any luck, the Borg will have what we need. Maybe. Our focus is on restoration.
I'm going to join you. I know this place. Or at least I knew this place. Before we lost the homeworld, it was a Tal Shiar complex. The controls ahead of us will unlock the bulkheads.
Yep, let's get going.
The whole planet. All our people. They're bored.
Yep. Apparently, without a blown-up Romulus, you guys just don't really handle this well. The whole separatist movement well, huh? There might just be no way to defeat the Iconians and have a good outcome.
We were so wrong.
Yep, just a little bit of Borg is apparently enough to eliminate your entire species. Oh wait, is it automatically adapting our guns? Oh, that's nice. I mean, I think I have an adapter with me, but
Cover
yeah.
me. I'll override the door controls.
This is definitely a nice touch. I mean, just in case you didn't just bring the recombobulator thing with you. Or maybe it is just adapted to my gun, and I'm not doing any damage whatsoever, and it's just my crew that is doing damage. Okay, let me frequency remodulate myself there. Yeah, I just haven't been doing any damage, and my crew's been doing all the work. Okay!
Got it.
This is why I like stabbing things better. Don't have to worry about frequency modulation if you cut open their head.
To make this right.
There isn't!
Resistance is futile.
Oh, I get it. Without the Tal Shiar abusing the Remans for their own, for the Iconians, the Romulan Republic wouldn't have had their support, probably.
There. That's the access node console we need.
Alright, then let's...
We'll have to circumvent their security measures. Wait! Incoming Borg!
Where's their incoming Borg? Well, everyone choose an entire Borg empire or an Iconian incursion that annihilates everyone. These are just the choices that make you all warm and fuzzy inside. Again, this is why I don't like time travel.
When we lost the homeworld, I thought that was the worst thing that could happen to us.
Having your entire species assimilated is definitely worse than having your home planet blown up. Because assimilation means they then gain the knowledge and technology of your people. Borg with cloaking technology. Not something you ever want to see. Ever. Wait, did the Klingons seriously steal your cloaking technology? I mean, the cloaks were pretty different from each other.
Will be assimilated.
Weren't they? I mean, you had that whole singularity warp engine thing. That we don't. I mean, right now I'm flying around in a Solian ship, but anyway. Point is...
This was Romulan technology once, but it's been completely assimilated.
So all the intelligence gathering technology of the Tal Shiar given to the Borg.
You will become one with the Borg. Resistance is futile.
Oh great, Hakeev is like a fucking Borg king, huh? Oh yeah! Without the Iconian assistance, he probably wasn't able to safely fuck around with Borg technology. So then he probably got the whole home planet assimilated. Ah, Keith fucked up the entire Borg race. That's hilarious. I mean, I fucked up the whole Romulan race. That's hilarious. There we go. Hit download the data. Alright then, where do we... Stop rubber banding. Time travel, ladies and gentlemen. Input query. Drone 2 of 18.0 of Philippines. Game provides summary. Romulan system added to the collective. Unimatrix established in orbit of Romulus. All adjuncts of Unimatrix redesigned to Trimetrixes.
It looks like the main invasion of Romulan space occurred about 20 years ago. Something happened in the Delta Quadrant. The Borg assimilated something that greatly improved their technology.
They assimilated the Iconians.
And my people, they didn't have a chance. Maybe it's our...
Get us the fuck out of here! They probably assimilated Iconians, or Iconia in general, and have enough of their leftover technology to greatly advance themselves.
Let's get out of here. There are more than 20 Borg ships on it.
More Borg on the way.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Borg decloaking.
All-powered engines. Fight off? I thought we were running. Really? Come on, I was escaping and everything. I could have gotten away with it too. It wasn't for you meddling kids and your stupid dog. I was born in the 90s. If you didn't want me to make Scooby-Doo references, just watch someone else. And up, I'm going down. Yay! No, that's bad. Torpedo spread. 10! Open fire. Wait, why aren't you firing? Fire some fucking torpedoes! Up! Go, go, go! Gotta go fast! Sonic, gotta go fast! They powered the shields.
Resist this.
Well, I'm trying, but I'm kind of dying pretty badly here. Fucking Borg are tough now. Wait, do you have temporal shielding for your fighters? Because otherwise, I don't see how you're making it, how they're gonna make it through this.
Transfer the data! Hurry! We're under-registered. We're losing power. Send the data now before we lose temporal shielding.
Focus on your repairs. We will make sure the data is preserved.
Compressing, compressing.
Data is compressed and ready. Communications array is ready. Secure channel confirmed.
Wait, does that mean we'll die now?
I'm running the numbers now. If we target the Borg transwarp network, the Borg may never be able to reach Romulus.
It is a great risk. Borg have a great deal of influence on the timeline. There is no time to run simulations.
Do we have a choice?
We do not.
Oh, great. Now we're gonna keep fucking with time!
Targeting the transwarp network.
Firing the weapon! Now!
This seems like a horrible idea. Just saying that now. Oh, and Romulus is still destroyed.
But so is Romulus.
What the fuck happened
Romulus
this time?
isn't the only thing we lost. Temporal shielding is failing.
What happened?
The Borg did too much damage to the generators. If we lose the temporal shielding, we'll all reintegrate with the timeline.
Has anything else changed?
Checking. No. The Tutarians. They're gone.
What? How?
I see the problem. 20 years ago, your people tried to replicate the work of the Solanae to protect themselves from the Borg. In this timeline, they failed.
Temporal shield is at 8%.
No, I need to restabilize the shields.
I'm downloading my personal files into the shielded core. You'll have all my research notes and everything we've recorded from this mission.
You're giving up? When the shield fails, if the Tutarians were lost in the past, then you'll be lost too.
Temporal shield is losing integrity.
Is there anything we can do?
No, we all knew the risks. I love...
Shit. Well, that sucks. I think I would have preferred war with the Iconians. We could have won. Wait, how is all of this still here? What the fuck happened? know.
We found a temporally shielded computer core, and it shows 2 uses of the Krenim weapon. But as far as I know, the Iconians are still out there. We changed the timeline. We won't be sure until we finish analyzing the data, but the Krenim weapon was used twice. I remember being on the bridge of the Krenim ship, and as to the greater differences, we'll know more soon. We haven't dug that far into the data yet, and it will take some in-depth investigation to catalog all of the changes. Very. But from what we've already seen, it appears the reason the weapon was fired twice was because we had to try to correct a change we made. Technology like this seems so simple, but even the smallest change can make more trouble than it solves. We have to be more cautious. Far more cautious than we've already been, I suppose.
Good working with you too, Captain. We're all gonna die, aren't we? Oh, damn. Poor
I was conducting
Noi.
another simulation, and all of a sudden I got an emergency call telling me to stop everything. I will be looking at whatever data we managed to save to try and determine what went wrong. It has been good to have you here, but we will have to consider if time alteration is really the best course of action. Of all the records we have of time travel...
We've put so much hope into using the Krenim technology to solve our problems.
Oh shit, we're almost out of time.
Perhaps I was caught up in the possibilities and blind to the potential for disaster. We tried and we failed. But this isn't the end.
Yeah, but, oh shit, I'm sorry, Noi, but we sort of erased your wife from existence.
I have a lot of information to analyze. The shielded core appears to have made it through the process intact, and will give us a wealth of data on the timeline and how...
Yo, dude, we just eliminated your wife from existence. Just take me back to the ship, please. Complete the mission. Damn, he's still an asshole. I wonder when he realizes that we've literally erased the best thing that ever happened in his existence, if he'll be less of an asshole.
Captain Nog tells me that the initial test of the Krenim weapon was less than promising. He says that he and his team have a great deal of data still to analyze. But I do not believe they will find much that will assist us. Removing elements from the time stream is reckless, and while our options are limited, we should not destroy ourselves in a fruitless effort to destroy the...
Alright, and that is all the time we have for this episode. Thankfully, the mission managed to end in enough time. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you like and want to subscribe. And remember to follow me on Twitter for channel updates, pictures of dogs and cats, and whatever the fuck else I decide to put up. Goodbye, humans and non-humans alike, and good whatever applies to you. And here's hoping we don't fuck up the time stream any more than we probably already have.
Factory.